Good to see everyone. Beautiful day outside, isn't it? All right, so we're going to do our deep breathing exercises. Standing in the Wuji position, feet shoulder, hip distance apart, tucking in the pelvis, head lifted by the silk thread, breathing from the belly. Let's begin. Inhale and exhale. Nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale to the heart and exhale the hands down. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms over the head next. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale and exhale. Nice and slow. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale to the heart. Keep the shoulders soft. Exhale, palms out, fingertips up. Feel the stretch. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, so here's the new one. So for the new breathing, we're going to raise our hands up in front of us, kind of like Frankenstein, turn the palms towards one another. Now imagine you have two magnets that are attracted to one another, and you're going to pull those magnets apart. Make sure you feel the resistance as you pull the magnets apart. And then we're going to push the two magnets together like they're repelling one another. So feel that tension and then relax the hands down. Tension is a good word. Resistance, that's a good word. Float the hands up in front of us, pulling the hands apart, pushing the hands together, relaxing the hands down. And breathing for this is inhale, keep inhaling, exhale, and keep exhaling. All right, so why am I adding that one? Well, we learned this weekend that that specific exercise is very helpful for breast cancer. There's been research showing that doing this exercise is really helpful for breast cancer. We, we, we learn things as we go along. We get smarter as we get older, right? And we learn more things. So why didn't they research it earlier is the question you should be asking. So if you know someone who's had breast cancer, a lot of times they look at the lymph nodes, which are right in the armpit, right? And so this is why I want you to feel the resistance. If you listen to your body as you're bringing the hands apart, you feel a stretch right here in the arm and in the chest. So right over that lymph node, that's where you feel a lot of that pressure if you listen to your body. And so that's why again, research has shown this is good for breast cancer. So we're going to add that particular one. The other thing is, this is also really good for breathing. So if you're feeling congested, this is a good exercise to do to open up the chest and breathe better. And it happened to me on Monday, I was explaining that, and we did that exercise, and a lady immediately, as the first breath, she started coughing as she did that. And she had a little bit of a raspy cough, so it was starting to clear her lungs. So that's why we're doing that particular exercise, which, by the way, I didn't explain yesterday, but we're going to enhance the cool down exercises. And I know a couple of you were a part of that. Forget the microphones there. When we pound the sacrum, that's good for prostate health also. That's really close to where the prostate is. And you're stimulating the spinal fluid rising up and down the spine into the brain, right where the tailbone is. So we're going to do this on the cool down exercise. So you just lightly punch or slap the sacrum, and that's really good for prostate health also. Okay. The other thing they found is good for prostate health. It's also good for blood pressure, which probably affects a lot of people here. Using pelvic floor, like tightening the pelvic floor and relaxing the pelvic floor, tends to be really good for blood pressure and also prostate health. When you tighten the pelvic floor, you're right below where the prostate is. And so that helps the prostate. You're kind of massaging the prostate, but you're also pumping that spinal fluid up, and that helps with blood pressure, which is another, some people with Parkinson's have problems regulating their blood pressure. So it's interesting how it all comes together. All right. So let's do that one more time. Inhale the hands up. Keep inhaling, opening the arms. And then exhale. And keep exhaling the hands down. Arms in the diagonals. Inhale to the heart. Left up, right down. Exhale. Keep looking straight ahead. Inhale. And then right up, left down. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings. Big, deep belly breath in. And then long, slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I'm sorry? It's wild goose flies is the actual wild goose, large wings, flapping its wings. There's several bird ones that you do. There's golden rooster stands on one leg. There's that one. There's several of them. Gathering chi, big deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. There you go. That's our deep breathing exercises. I have to give compliments to you. Your name is totally, I can't remember your name off the top of my head, but you're doing really well. You started out this class sitting the whole time, and now you're standing probably about a third of the time. That is awesome. That is awesome. Very proud of you. Very proud of you. Feels better to be able to get up and move, doesn't it? Awesome. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. Oh, they closed the door. And they closed the door. Okay, good. So keep up the good work. All right. All right. Warm-up exercises next. From the Wuji position, we're going to do the chin tuck. Float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and sink the chin down to the chest without leaning forward. Again, we float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Don't look down at the ground. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and then we sink the chin down to the chest. It's very important you keep your head level when you do this. So you float the hands up. Now, lock in something eye level directly in front of you. Keep looking at that as you tuck in the chin. There you go. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and then we sink the chin down to the chest. Let's do that one more time. Floating the hands up in front of us, locking in on something in front of you, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and then sink the chin down to the chest. Beautiful. Next, neck exercise, prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, right hand is on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. And come back to center. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Watch the right hand going over the right shoulder. Turn the neck, feel the stretch. And then come back to center. Make sure you're turning your neck as you do this. Tai Chi ball, right hand's on top. Look over your left shoulder. Bring your left hand with you as you do this, pushing down on the right hand. Then come back to center. Left hand's on top. Look over your right shoulder. Bring the right hand with you. Again, turning the neck, feeling the stretch. Then we come back to center. One more time each side. Good job. Right hand's on top. Left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. Coming back to center, back to prayer hands. Left hand's on top. Right hand, right shoulder, turn the neck, feel the stretch. And then we come back to center, come back to prayer hands, and relax the hands down. Make sure on that last exercise you are turning your neck. What you do with the hands is secondary. What you do with the neck is the primary goal of that exercise, is to get a little bit more flexibility in our neck. Okay? All right. So I need to silence my phone really fast. We're going to move on to the shoulder exercises next. Well, come on. There we go. All right. We're going to do forward shoulder circles from the Wuji position. Bring the shoulders back, then up, then forward and down. Use your chair if you need to. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. One more time. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Now, reverse. Shoulders forward, then up, then back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Beautiful. Second shoulder exercise. Sorry about that online. We're going to reach for infinity, gathering chi. Imagine someone is gently pulling at your wrist. Gently, we're reaching out, reaching up. And then relax the hands down. Good posture, everyone. Once again, gently reaching out, reaching up. And relax the hands down. One more time. Gently reaching out, reaching up. And relax the hands down. Beautiful. Touching heaven and earth. Prayer hand position. Left hand up, right hand down, stretching the spine, elongating the spine. And back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine once again. Come back to center. Left hand up, right hand down, stretching the spine once again. Coming back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And come back to center one more time. Left hand up, right hand down, stretching the spine. Come back to center, right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And then you come back to center, come back to prayer hands, relax the hands down. You do know it's okay to smile, right? Okay, just so you know. All right, carrying the ball. Oh, you're protecting your head, yes. Smile at them. Yeah, somebody's attacking you, you smile at them. It's pretty stupid of them to attack you, right? So, so you smile. Ah. You guys have great smiles. You should use them more often. One of my, so I have never met her. She's out in San Francisco. She's getting up there in the years, but she's a Qigong master. And she says that every day, you should have 3 belly laughs every day, and you should get 8 hugs every day. That helps keep your chi up. 8 hugs, and 3 belly laughs. So there's a reason I tell dad jokes. It's for those belly laughs, right? Um, pardon me? I need to read one in a moment here, don't I? But those hugs got me to thinking, especially during COVID, and I saw COVID was pretty decimating, especially on the Parkinson's community, it seemed. Um, but there's other ways to get hugs. Like if you have a high school friend or a family relative who you haven't seen in a long time, just calling them up on the phone and saying, "Hey, I'm thinking about you." That's just as good as a hug sometimes. Just letting someone know that there's someone out there that cares about them. And so if there's someone you haven't talked to in a while, maybe it's a high school friend, or maybe it's your brother or sister you haven't talked to in a while, just calling them up and going, "Hey, I was thinking about you. How you doing?" Having a 5-minute conversation. And use the art of listening. So you're not telling them how you're doing, you're listening to how they're doing. That's just as good as a hug. And for that person, that's a really nice hug. Okay? So good way to keep your energy up, your chi going. Okay? All right. Carrying the ball side to side. Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top, gently turning to the left. Turn the ball over, right hand's on top, gently turn to the right. Turning the ball over, left hand's on top, gently turn to the left. And then we turn the ball over, right hand's on top, gently turn to the right. We turn the ball over, left hand's on top, gently turn to the left. And then we turn the ball over, right hand's on top, gently turn to the right. And then you turn the ball over, we come back to center, relax the hands down. Well, I say you should smile because if they're really smart, they should know better to attack you, especially if you know Tai Chi. Because you can, my nephew, not the one who's the umpire, it's his brother actually tried to scare me one time, out of the blue, tried to scare me, and he almost got hit. He came out of, I was going into a Taco Bell, he was coming out, and he came out and went, "Ugh," and he's a big guy. But he came out and was just trying to scare me, but I wasn't expecting it. So I immediately went to a block and was ready to punch. And he's like, "Whoa, whoa, Uncle Craig, it's me, it's me, it's me." And he's like, "I'm never going to sneak up on Uncle Craig anymore." So that's not a bad position to be in, right? All right. Leg exercises. Use your chair if you're able to. All right. Weight shift to the left, bend in the left knee, right foot, cat stance. Tap the right toe to the front, empty. And cat stance. Tap the right toe to the side. Keep all your weight left. Keep looking straight ahead. And cat stance. I didn't say who. And then tap the right toe behind us. Kick the can. And cat stance. And then back to Wu Ji. I don't want you to step on that and roll. All right. There you go. All right. Other side, weight shifts to the right, bend in the right knee, left foot, cat stance. Left foot to the front, empty. Keep all your weight right. And cat stance. Left foot to the side, empty. And cat stance. And then left foot behind us, empty. Good spacing, everyone. And cat stance. Make sure you're standing up nice and straight. And then back to Wu Ji. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Tell you what, let's do our second one. Let's try our second one out, all right? Chapter 2. You guys look so excited about that. So, weight shift to the left. Right foot, cat stance. Tap the right foot to the front, empty. Set the right foot down with no weight on it. Now, try and shift all of your weight to the right. Use your chair. All your weight's on the right. Tap or float left foot. Set the left foot down without any weight. Shift weight left, right cat. Use your chair as needed. Tap right foot out to the side, empty. Keep your weight left. Set the right foot down. Again, keep your weight left. Good job. Now shift all the weight right. That allows you to tap or float left foot. Set the left foot down without any weight. Shift weight to the left, right, cat stance. Right foot behind us, empty. Good spacing. Set the right foot down without any weight. Now shift all the weight back onto the right. Keep a bend in the right knee. Tap or float left foot. Set the left foot down. Shift weight to the left, right cat. And back to Wu Ji. Other side, weight shifts right, bend in the right knee, left foot cat. Tap left toe to the front, empty. Keep that upper body straight. Set the left foot down with no weight on it. Shift all of your weight to the left, tap or float right foot. Set the right foot down without any weight. Shift weight back onto the right, left cat. Left foot to the side, empty. Try and keep all the weight on the right. Keep your body straight. Make sure you're not leaning. Set the left foot down without any weight. And then shift weight to the left, which allows you to tap or float the right foot, keeping that upper body straight. Set the right foot down. Shift weight right. And return to left cat. Last one. Left foot behind us, empty. Set the left foot down without any weight. Shift weight back onto the left. Keep plenty of space between your feet. Tap or float right foot. Hold that for a half an hour. Set the right foot down. See, nobody's listening. Shift weight right and left cat. and then back to Wu Ji. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Good job. All right. So let's have a seat. Let's do a couple seated exercises. Did I tell you my joke about the lamb in a swimming suit? What do you call a lamb in a swimming suit? Lamb bikini. Lamb bikini. There you go. Did I tell you the Stockholm? I just finished reading a book about the Stockholm syndrome. First, I didn't like it, but then it kind of grew on me. See, you guys get that one. You know Patty Hearst and all that. All right. A man is driving down the road when he runs over a bunny. He slams on his brakes and gets out and sees a flattened bunny. He knows the bunny is obviously passed. A passing car right behind him slams on his brake. The driver gets out, runs up, sprays an aerosol can on the bunny. The bunny jumps up, runs a few feet, then stops, turns around, waves its paws, and then runs a few more feet. It stops, it turns around, and it waves again. And then it runs off a little bit further. Then it stops, turns around, and waves again. And it keeps doing this until it's out of sight. And the first driver goes, "What the heck is in that aerosol can?" And the second guy goes, "It's hair restorer with a permanent wave." How's that? Is that bad enough for you? All right. Warm seated exercises, hips turning to the right hand side of the chair. Prayer hand position. Gently push to the right. Open up the left leg. Keep the knee over the ankle. Good job. And come back to center. Push right. Open up left. Feel the stretch in the legs. Good job. Come back to center. One more time. Push right. Open up left. Keep that knee above the ankle. Come back to center. Relax the hands down. Good job. Shift to the left-hand side of the chair. Same thing, other side. Push against the left side. Open up the right leg. Good job. Back to center. Push against the left side. Open up the right leg. Feel that stretch. Come back to center. And then push against that left side. Open up the right leg. Feeling the stretch. And then come back to center. Relax the hands down. Turn back to the center. Shake your legs loose. Next exercise, lifting the leg, pushing down on the leg. Back straight, body straight. Big smile on your face because you're having so much fun. Lifting up that left leg, hands behind us. Feel the stretch. And relax. Hands in front of us. Push down on the left foot hard as you can. Keep looking straight ahead. And relax. Left leg up, hands behind us. Keep the back straight. And relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot hard as you can. Push, push, push. And relax. One more time. Lift the left leg up, hands behind us. And relax. Hands in front of us. Push down on the left foot hard as you can. Push, push, push. And relax. Do the other side. Right leg up, hands behind us, back straight, body straight. Where'd the smiles go? Hands in front of us, push down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Lift the right leg up, hands are behind us, and relax. Hands in front of us, push down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, push, push. And relax. One more time. Lift the right leg up. Hands are behind us. And relax. Hands in front of us. Push down on the right foot hard as you can. And relax. Shake those legs loose. Good job. All right, next. I get rid of my lunch. All right, heel kick next. Keep the back straight. Keep the body straight. Punch out the opposite hand. Hands loosely gripped at the belt line. Pick up the left leg. Heel kick left. Punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg. Let it hover there. Float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg. Heel kick right. Punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg. Let it hover. Float the foot to the ground. Nice job. Pick up the left leg. Heel kick left. Punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg. Keep the back straight. Float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg. Heel kick right. Punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg. Float the foot to the ground. One more time. Pick up the left leg. Heel kick left. Punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg. Float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg. Heel kick right. Punch out the left fist. And then pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Shake those legs loose. Good job. Everybody having fun? Couldn't think of a better way to spend a Friday, could you? All right, so we're going to do toe kick next. All right, same thing, just kicking out the toe instead of the toe pointing up, pointing the toe forward. Okay? So sit up nice and straight and tall. Make your mom proud. Hands gripped at the belt line. Lift up the left leg. Toe kick left. Punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg and float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg. Toe kick right. Punch out the left fist. And pick up the right leg. Float the foot to the ground. Pick up the left leg. Toe kick left. Punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg. Float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. One more time, go nice and slow. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Shake those legs loose. Excellent. Good job. Which reminds me, I should have mentioned this on Thursday. When you leave or when you come in, please use the sidewalks. There have been a couple instances. I don't believe it's been anybody in any of my classes, but I don't know who. But some people have been walking across this grassy area, and I know it makes more sense because you park right there instead of walking all the way around. But when you walk through the grass, someone might follow you. You might be okay, but that grass is very uneven. We've had a couple people from the APDA who have fallen as they've been walking through that grass. We're under discussions with the building management about putting a silly sidewalk in there, right? Doing a sidewalk from here to here and then another one jutting there. We haven't gotten there yet. But please stay off of that grass, all right? Walk on the sidewalk. I know it's a little further. Just consider it exercise, okay? Good exercise for you, right? All right. Any questions about that? Just want to, pardon me? Why is that? No, just it's part of the exercise. It's, you know. I'm sorry. That's true. Yeah, even better exercise. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Really, we ought to stay off of the grass because you're going to end up getting hurt, or someone's going to follow you, and they're going to end up getting hurt. So, well, again, another reason. I doubt if the building is going to evict the moles, it can't do that. So, but this another good reason to stay off the grass, right? All right. So let's stand up. Let's do our ankle exercises. And then we're going to sit down and do some more. All right. So balancing on one leg, working the ankle on the other leg. The leg that is balancing your weight, keep a bend in that knee. Use your chair if you need to. Weight shift to the right, bend in the right knee, left foot, heel and toe. Heel and toe. Use your chair. Heel, toe, heel, and toe. Use your chair. Get all the weight on the right side. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Sounds like a country dance, doesn't it? Heel and toe. Other side, weight shifts left, right foot, heel and toe. Heel and toe. Try and get all your weight on the left. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe. One more time. Heel and toe. Second ankle exercise, weight shifts to the right, left foot, little toe, then big toe. Outside and inside, little toe, big toe, outside and inside. Then weight shift left, right foot, little toe, big toe, outside, inside, little toe, big toe, little toe, and big toe. And come back to center. There you go. That's the ankle. Any questions about any of those exercises? All right, so let's have a seat. I'm going to introduce you to a few new exercises. Based on what I've learned over the last weekend, it was quite interesting. He did it was over 2 hours on Qigong theory and talking about a lot of things about Qigong theory, and he could have gotten much, much deeper into it. So he was trying to condense it, and now I'm condensing it down to like 1 minute. But I specifically asked him about Parkinson's disease, and he believes that spiraling exercises are really good for Parkinson's disease. And it just so happens that I have someone who has ataxia in my Monday class. And ataxia is kind of, if you imagine if Parkinson's and fibromyalgia had a kid, that would be ataxia. And she actually runs the Ataxia Foundation here in St. Louis. But I did some of these twisting and turning exercises and showed her, and it immediately triggered her ataxia. So it says to me that we're on the right path when we do that. So with that in mind, I'm going to teach you a few new exercises. And what we're trying to do is work the spine as we do this, all right? When you have an ovum and a sperm, when they unite, the cells it starts to create have two energy centers, and they're connected by even finer than a piece of hair, another like transmission in between these two energy centers of a cell. And it happens from birth. He said even like when you have an embryo that's just like a little bitty embryo without any feet, without any legs, without any arms, it's just like it's even smaller than a pea. It still shows these two energy centers and this connection in between them. And as we grow, we have the brain, the gut, and connected by the spine. And so he thinks a lot of things with Parkinson's have to do with the spine. And that's why he's talking about some twisting and turning exercises that we're going to do. Okay? So let me know how you like them. Okay? Let me know how you feel with them. Okay? So we're going to sit up nice and straight and tall. We're going to do what our body is able to do. But we're going to take our fingers and connect our fingers together, kind of interlace your fingers, kind of like a like a lace fence, right? Hands down here. We inhale, bring the hands up over our head and stretch. Feel the stretch in the body. And then we let the hands down nice and slow. We're going to do that 2 more times. We're going to add one more thing though. Inhale the hands up over the head, stretching. Feel the stretch in the arms, feel the stretch in the torso. And then as you bring the hands down, you can make the sound like a balloon losing its air. The Chinese believe that different sounds also affect the body. It's the vibration of the sounds. Inhale the hands over the head, feeling that stretch. And then relax the hands down. All right. Moving along. Now we're going to introduce some of that twisting and turning. If you're able to keep your hands over your head like we were demonstrating, go ahead and do that. If that bothers you, just lift your hands as high as you're able to. Basically, we want to make sure you're doing that turning from side to side. And as we're turning, you're turning around the spinal cord. So we're not leaning. That one's next, all right? So we're not leaning side to side, but you're turning to the left and turning to the right while keeping the spine straight, okay? So we bring the hands up over the head, and then we turn as far as you're able to the left side, stretching the torso. And then you come back to center. Turn as far as you're able to the right side. Feel the stretch in your torso. And come back to center. Turning to the left side. Exhale as you turn to the side. Inhale as you turn back. And then exhale as you turn to the right side, stretching the torso. And then back to center. One more time each side. Turning to the left, stretching the torso. Feel the stretch. Come back to center. And then turn to the right. And come back to center. And relax the hands down. So we're practicing a form of Qigong called 4 Seasons Qigong. I'm going to get better versed at it. I have a video reference, and he gave us some notes on the 4 season Qigong. Easy to say, right? And so we're going to keep doing this and modifying, trying to get better and better. Okay, you all right? Feels good, doesn't it? We do it. We do that for your neck. Exactly. So what's the first exercise we do when we do our warm-up exercises? Right. What's the second exercise we do for the neck? Look over one shoulder, look over the other shoulder. Those 2 exercises incorporate everything you need in your neck. Chin tuck, that's going to be a lot better for you. Some people will do like neck circles, but you can injure your neck that way. Yes. Yep. Doing a wall push-up? Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, we don't want to hurt your neck. There's a lot of stuff going on in your neck, so you don't want to hurt your neck. But the exercise we do with that chin tuck, think about how a lot of Parkinson's people have a head forward posture. You start tucking in that chin and you stretch other muscles. So that's a really, really good thing to do. Dr. Lam, when he first started doing Tai Chi, he would do neck circles, but people were starting to get injured. So he stopped doing that. The other thing, if you wanted to enhance the neck, but you're doing the two neck exercises right now, the chin tuck, side to side, those are your primary exercises. If you want to do another one, you can pretend like you have a pencil in your mouth and you're drawing the number 8 laying on its side. Go side to side, not up and down. But you can go side to side. I call it the Rice Krispies exercise because you hear snap, crackle, and pop as you do that. And then you go back in the other direction. And again, you're trying to draw like the number 8, or what the cowboys used to call a lazy 8, or if you're a mathematician, an infinity sign. But you go side to side. Yes? There's a little, some exercises are more for stretching, some exercises are more for balance. So some you will feel more of a stretch, and you may be loose in that part of your body, so you don't feel the stretch quite as much. But yes, you definitely feel a stretch in that one, and that has to do that twisting and turning that happens. Does that make sense? Yeah. Well, which exercises are you talking about? Okay. Well, like the warm up exercise, that's just breathing and that's just relaxation. That's not stretching. You when we do that new one where you're opening the arms and then pushing the arms back together, you'll feel a little bit of tension, if you call it that, here, where you're working those muscles. But some of the exercises you will feel stretching, like in that chin tuck. A lot of times you'll feel stretching on the back, in your upper shoulder blades as you do that one, as you tuck in the chin. But you're helping your neck as you do that also. Okay. All right. So continuing. So did I answer your question about the neck? Well, so you want to make sure that you're doing it properly, but with the neck, you've got to be really careful with somebody's neck. If you get too aggressive with your neck, you could injure your neck. So one of the things they've have found, and I didn't know about it until I started teaching Tai Chi. Have you ever heard of hairdresser's neck? So, hairdresser, you lean back and you have that sink where they wash your hair. Some women have passed out because of that, because their neck is back and it's pushing against, their the artery, and sometimes they'll pass out from that. So that this position isn't a good one for the neck. So that's why you don't want to do like moving your head in a circle. But the chin tuck, that's a safe one to do. Just don't do it too hard. So, yeah, you can. So keep working at that and you get a little bit more flexibility in the neck. And that's what we're trying to do, is get more flexibility in your spine. And he was actually talking about, like with the spine, like the cervical part of the spine is pretty flexible. The thoracic part, that part attaches to your ribs, that's not as flexible. It has flexibility, but it's not as flexible. And then the lumbar part tends to be really flexible. And then you have your tailbone, sacrum part, not as flexible in the sacrum part. But a lot of our back injuries are because of that lumbar part. And did you know that humans are the only animal where the lumbar comes in, does a concave? Like if you look at the spine, you see the cervical part, thoracic part. All the other animals, the lumbar part kind of comes down. Humans, it kind of bows in because we're erect, right? Because we stand, and our lumbar changes because of that. And that's why we have back problems. And that's why we're doing some of these exercises to help us with our back problem. All right? Just keep doing the neck exercises. It's helping your neck. Trust me. Yeah. Where do you think they learned them? From the Chinese, right? Um, a fascia release massage is probably really good for people with Parkinson's. Because actually, he believes the fascia is part of Parkinson's. I do too. So, all right, moving on. Keep doing the neck exercises. You feel like your neck is stiff. If you weren't doing those exercises, how stiff would your neck be? You don't know what you don't know, right? So, mhm, yeah, yeah. And you didn't believe me that it helped, and it did, right? Mhm. Isn't it amazing? So just you got to give it time. You got to give it time. Well, you've got nothing but time. All right, but we're getting close on time, so we're going to move ahead. So, next exercise, interlock those fingers together, hands up over the head if you're able to. So, we bring the hands up over the head. Now we're going to lean to the left, kind of stretching that spinal cord. Feel the stretch on your side, on your ribs, and then come back to center. And then we're going to lean to the right. Again, feeling the stretch on your side and back to center. Two more times to the left, stretching the spine, and back to center, and then to the right, stretching the spine, and back to center. To the left, nice and gentle. Just want to feel a stretch in that torso, and back to center, and then to the right. Don't force it, nice and gentle. And then come back to center and relax the hands down. There you go. That's some new exercises. There's more, but that's a good place to start. Stretching that torso out a little bit. Doesn't that feel good? Yeah, you feel like you have more mobility now, right? You ought to see him, Dr. Yang. You ought to see the way he moves. I have to incorporate, I have to learn how to incorporate because I've always been, we want to keep our spine straight to help our balance. And that's a lot of the reason we're here is for our balance. But he will stand there. And I got to figure out how to incorporate this, but he'll stand there. Like when he does the open and close, he moves his spine. It's like flexing in and out. He'll move like this and he can sink and round his chest. It is amazing how he moves. And he looks like Gumby. He moves so fast. But if you think of the spine as you're doing this, you're flexing the lumbar, flexing the cervix. And it can be really, it can feel really good. I just have to figure out how to do it for my Parkinson's friends and keep it safe. There is a way to do it, but that would be kneeling on the floor, and I don't want everyone to be kneeling on the floor. So, all right, so let's do our cool down exercises. 3 cool down exercises, and you can do these from the chair if you want. So the first one, we're going to kind of just lightly punch the inside of our arm and the outside of our arm. This helps our bone marrow as we do this. And make sure you have 2 arms. So make sure you get both arms, right? Inside and outside. And then next, we're going to move to the sacrum. So lightly punch that sacrum. That is usually easier standing. And so, like I said, this is good for prostate health and blood pressure. And then lightly punch or slap the legs. So you did give your legs a lot of work. Tighten up all those muscles in the body and relax. Use your chair if you need to. Inhale. You have nothing but time. Inhale. Tense those muscles. Exhale, relax, and gather chi. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. All right. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow, weather permitting. Good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise, right? But if I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you